Hello everyone and welcome to my review on the Toy Story Collection Woody figure, released in late summer and early fall of 2009 by Thinkway Toys. So, giving a little bio, according to John Lasseter, they've envisioned Woody as a hand-me-down from Andy's father, though, since apparently Andy doesn't have a father in the films, it is assumed that either it comes from his mother's side, because, as mentioned in Toy Story 2, by Andy's mom when she's talking to Al during the yard sale scene, it is an old family toy. Woody is, specifically. And Pixar also envisioned that Woody was merchandising from a 50s TV show, and of course in Toy Story 2, and on the packaging, which you just saw, we find out it's the famous Woody's Roundup, which was a smash hit in the 50s, like when Sputnik was going on, though when Sputnik was about to be launched, that's when the show was cancelled and children were more interested in space and such, rather than westerns. Now we're gonna go over the packaging. Now, this is actually my first time filming in this new review stage setup, so cut me some slack if like things get in my way or something. I haven't filmed with my desk here before. I haven't filmed a review with my desk right under the rocket lithograph. So, on the front of the box you can see there's many cacti, like that's just one of them. Woody the Sheriff, just like in the Woody's Roundup logo, which is also seen 1, 2, 3, 4, around 4 times on the whole box. On the side here you see like the side of a building, then like the front of the sheriff's doors as seen in the Woody's Roundup intro, and the scenes in the movie, Toy Story 2. There's a sketch of Woody just like Al has in his apartment. It's also back here. And Toy Story Collection logo. Talking figure with holster from the Woody's Roundup TV show. There is actually no Woody's Roundup TV show that's actually existent, like on TV now. If Woody's Roundup were a TV show, it would be animated, though, like airing on either Disney Channel or Disney XD. Deluxe film replica, actual movie size, dual toy chef, and interactive Woody modes. And that's mainly the front. Now the top, Woody's Roundup logo, deluxe film replica, same thing right there is on that little blurb at the top, and the top is actually a little darker than the background here. It's like a little more sky blue, well this is a darker blue. On the back, pull a string for original toy phrases, "You're my favorite deputy, reach for the sky, there's a snake in my boot." And this sketch of Woody is like the giant standee of Woody that Al had in his apartment. Then there's a photo of Woody, how he really appears. And then, "Hey howdy hey, haha, boy am I glad to see you. Yeehaw!" Dual toy sheriff and interactive Woody modes, I'm reading over here. Deluxe film replica from Disney Pixar's digital data. Movie accurate detailing. Includes display stand, which it explains here. Stand assembly, insert bottom of pole and hole of starbase. Unique film inspired packaging. Makes this line about 10 times cooler. And the certificate of authenticity. Didn't really bother pulling it out because it's all the same jibber jabber like on everybody else's certificate, just the photo of the character is different. So I'm gonna bring it up to the camera. Pretend I'm holding it in front of you. Then, one thing I don't like about the figure, this is where you have to inject the batteries. So, that's mainly the packaging, and right there, try me, pull string on back for 50 sayings, so that's really nice. So, there's mainly the packaging. Now moving on, Woody does come with a display stand. It's mainly just a thick plastic pole with a clip on it, and a sheriff star-shaped base. It does have this flap in the front, but it's only to fit it in the box. If you keep toying around with the front flap, or let me just grab him a second. If you have Woody directly on the stand like this, with the flap open in front of him, it will topple forward at times, with Woody on it. To prevent this from falling in the review, and even on display, I'm using this terrifying Tornadoes twister tube that I picked up at a school book fair many years back. I use this on my shelf and he hasn't fallen at all. See what I mean? I pushed him there. So, That's what I'm going to use to keep his stand stable so it doesn't topple over during the rest of the review. Now moving on with the detailing, the things I really like about Woody, mainly on the face, he has very prominent eye focus, the rosy cheeks, and if you take a look in my light, you actually see he does have highlighted streaks in his hair, so that's very nice. Then, the fabric they used for his vest, according to Alan Toy Story 2, is a naturally dyed and blanket-stitched fabric, and the same fabric they used for the vest was used for the shirt. Very nice. And his buttons on his cuffs and on his shirt as well are the same. Then he has his belt buckle and sheriff star, which are actually tied on the inside. They're tied on the reverse, and you can see there. And they are painted in a beautiful gold finish, same as the heel spurs. And his boots have the cactus imprint on them. His belt and holster are made from a more like polyester vinylish material. Well, it's not the same as his hat, though. His hat is like a little more softer material. Then his legs are made of actual denim, which is a very nice touch. I really like the fact I really like the fact they included that. Then his hat, of course, it is removable, obviously. It is made of a softer vinylish material than his belt and holster, though very nice touch for it, and it is stitched, as you can see, with real string, like in the movie. As Al puts it, it is a hand-stitched polyvinyl hat! You can put it on him in various different positions. So, that's mainly the overall detailing. Now on to Woody's main features. When you get him out of the box, he is in Try Me mode. And to do that, this is the only thing I don't like about the figure, where you have to inject the batteries and find his switch. You see a switch that says Try Me, Off, and Play. Turn to Try Me, and all you have to do is just pull a string, and I'll cycle through some sayings.
Ha-ha! Boy, am I glad to see you! Howdy, partner! My name's Sheriff Woody. Reach for the sky! You're my favorite deputy! Well, pull my string! Yee-haw! Say, partner, what do you want to do today? Come on, let's have ourselves a rootin', tootin' good time! Oh, wait, that tickles!
This guy's louder than I remember.
You know, you are one fun deputy. Okay, time for this here llama to take a little nap. See ya.
And he says that when he goes into sleep mode. So, there's his Try Me feature. Now going into normal play mode, and which is interactivity mode automatically turns on when you switch him there. And to do the same thing you did when turning him to Try Me, you have to turn him off for 5 seconds, and then when you go to play, just start talking with him since his microphone will be automatically booted or turned on.
Howdy, partner. My name's Sheriff Woody, but you could just call me Woody.
What's up, Woody? What's up, Woody?
Ha-ha! Boy, am I glad to see you.
What do you want to do today, partner?
There's nothing like riding through town with my favorite deputy. And that's you, partner.
Gee, this guy does beautiful demonstrations so far.
Yee-haw! Ride him, cowboy!
And I'm doing a really good job with this, so... He just responds to your voice whenever you talk.
Being sheriff is a big responsibility, but hey, someone's got to do it.
This guy's like the Andy Griffith of Toy Story. And judging by if you're in a noisy area or if you're...
The sheriff always wears his badge with pride.
Maybe I should mention this first.
There's a snake in my boot.
Pull the string once and I'll turn off the interactivity, though pulling it again will turn it back on. And I'll cycle through his toy phrases as well.
Reach for the sky. This town ain't big enough for the two of us. Giddy up, partner. We gotta get this wagon train a-moving. You're my favorite deputy. There's a snake in my boot.
It should be back on again.
Hey, howdy, hey.
Yes, and if you're loud, he will also pick that up, though. That wasn't demonstrated so well with Buzz,
When
so
there's trouble on the prairie, I'm your sheriff.
I'm gonna go to my good friend, the
If
amplifier.
there's one thing I've learned about being a sheriff, it's that you're only as good as your favorite deputy. And since you're my favorite deputy, I must be the best sheriff around.
That's nice.
Hey, Woody!
Say, partner, what do you want to do today?
Hey! Hey!
Well, pull my string. Yee-haw!
Doesn't even work with the amplifier.
Huh?
Come on, let's have ourselves a rootin', tootin' good time.
Maybe if I move him closer.
Hey, Woody!
This town ain't big enough for the two of us. What am I saying? Of course it is.
His microphone is actually directly in his chest.
Hey!
Hey, partner, you've got a friend in me. Come on, partner, it's time for a roundup.
Hey, Woody!
Yeehaw!
I should just compile a ton of bonus
Got my
footage.
sheriff's hat, my favorite deputy by my side. Yep, I'm ready for adventure.
Why has this never worked for me?
We best be getting out to the old mine to make sure there aren't any claim jumpers around.
Hey, Woody!
Ha-ha! Sheriff Woody and his deputies saved the day. Yeehaw!
This never works for me.
Good work, deputy.
That's good enough. I guess that was somewhat okay, though. I can do better, and sorry for the shaky camera. So that was an adequate demonstration of the interactivity. Not superb, though adequate, good enough. The last few things I want to mention are Woody's very minor points of articulation and one other little thing that I have and I keep him on display with. Now, take him off the stand. His head spins 360, so you could do that whole scene from Toy Story. We toys can see everything. In fact, even though I didn't get to it on camera, one of his sayings is, "So play nice." And his hands do rotate, like, in the position they are in the box, like his paw is facing out here, though. Well, this one is where it should be. I usually keep him like this so I can loop his thumbs through his belt loops like this, though. I do actually at times display him with this guitar I've had for years. Ever since I got my first Woody figure back when I was in 2nd grade, I've had this guitar and I display it with the collection Woody. And it looks like he's playing it. You've got a friend in me. Just like that scene in Toy Story 2 on the TV when Woody's watching Woody's Roundup. So, that's pretty much that. So that's pretty much the Toy Story Collection Sheriff Woody figure itself, guys. Now, as for availability and where I got mine, this was a Christmas present for Christmas 2009, but when the Toy Story Collection first came out in late summer and early fall of 2009, Woody was available in Toys R Us, Target, and even Walmart. Though since the line was stupidly renamed to the Toy Story Signature Collection, Woody's now only available at Toys R Us, and there should be plenty on the shelves, along with Jessie, Lotso, Bullseye, Regular Buzz, and Utility Belt Buzz, the Soldiers, and Mr. Pricklepants. And even though Rex and the Space Aliens are underneath the new banner, I haven't seen them at all in stores today. Though, that's pretty much that, guys. I really hope you enjoyed this video. The guitar is actually not included, as I mentioned. Stay tuned for more Toy Story Collection reviews coming your way. Have a rootin' tootin' good time. I'll see you guys next time.